Hey, I bet you didn't think you would see me this soon, but here I am. But hey, I wanted to talk about something that I saw come across my social media, or social media. I don't know what that was. Social. Social media. And it was the idea about becoming the best version of yourself. And because I've become aware of what I've become aware of, and it's that awareness of what we really are, I had to remember and realize that, wow, I used to perpetuate that same idea or same belief that what we want to become is the best version of ourselves. And the challenge with that is most people, especially in the personal development or the self-improvement industry or even the psychology industry, the best version that they are marketing for or convincing you of, it's the wrong version of you. And the version that is being marketed to, it's the version that it's outside of you. It's this version or this self that is separate than what you really are. And again, I was guilty of this because when I used to identify myself as a coach, a speaker, in the personal development industry, the self-improvement industry, hell, you could probably even find marketing stuff that I even said, become the best version of you, because it's a very trendy idea and it's a very trendy marketing strategy. Who doesn't want to become the best version of themselves? See, the problem with that is that when we market and we perpetuate the idea of the version that you are working towards and the version that you're wanting to become better at, it's not the version that's really you. It's a version that is outside of you, that society has created, that belief systems have created, that religions have created. And the problem is with that version that you're trying to become better at is not the real version of you. See, the real version of you, is already whole and complete. It doesn't have to become anything. The truth is that we just have to move back towards that version that is already whole and complete. It doesn't need to be worked on. It doesn't need to become anything because it is everything. Yeah, think about that one for a second. Let me see if I can remember what I just said. You don't have to become anything because what you already are is everything. Now think about that for a second. So if what you are, who you are, is already everything, already whole and complete, already perfect, already is love, already is abundance, then what the hell are we trying to become? Wouldn't it make more sense that we, first become aware of what that is that we are? And then once we become aware of it, why don't we start taking that same energy that we've been directing for years of becoming something? Why don't we take that same energy, same time, same effort, and move back towards who we really are, which is everything? But see, because of so many different industries that aren't aware, and so many different people aren't aware what we really are, we continue to perpetuate this idea of we have to become something because we lack something. And that's not true. The truth is we are already everything and then some that we ever could possibly want to be. So we don't have to become anything. We just have to become aware and start by being open to the possibilities of what I'm saying is true, that if we really are that I'm telling you, that is already whole and complete, why don't we spend our time getting curious and exploring that first? And then when we get to a place of, yeah, there's some validity to what Brian's telling me, why not take that same time and energy that people, industries are saying that we have to become something, and shift that and move back towards what we really are and what we really have become aware of? Because if we don't stand up and start becoming aware of what we really are, and we just continue to market, especially in the self-improvement, personal development, and psychology industries, if we continue to push that narrative, we are only going to continue to perpetuate suffering in a person's life and, on the grand scheme, in the world. So we have to start taking responsibility, expanding ourselves, becoming more open to the possibilities that we're not currently aware of. And we have to stop perpetuating a belief and an idea that hasn't been explored long enough, far enough, deep enough, that is continuing to perpetuate suffering. And this happens in religions, this happens in the self-improvement, personal development industry, and this is happening in the psychology industry. Until we stand up and say, enough is enough, and take the time to explore what we really are, we will never be able to eliminate the suffering that is being perpetuated in the world. Because there is no need for us to become someone or something that we think that is going to fill the lack of that we believe that we have. Because the truth is, what we are at our absolute true nature lacks nothing, has everything, and is everything. So if you really want to spend your time, energy on becoming something, become what you already are, and just fall back into your true nature and see how magical your life becomes then. Stay well.